Welcome in, you rum old buggers. How are you all? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I'm sore, guys. I'm bloody sore. You can hear me moaning tonight. Yeah, it's another Joel moan in the stream. Buckle up, settle down, get used to it, because it's going to happen all night. I hope you're all good, guys. I hope you're good. What I've got to tell you. We're back on Achy Acres tonight. I have no idea what the piss and hell we were doing on Achy Acres, so I'm just going to have to work that out when we get in there. I'm pretty sure we had some grass cutting we done. I don't know, that was about it. I hadn't looked at it since. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in, Leslie, Daniel, LJ, JSB, LJ, Liam. Would it kill you to use a bit of capitalisation like your better half? Look, every night I see you two put messages back to back. One of them is all grammatically correct, and the other one's just like a second thought. Would it kill you? I hope you're good, guys. Welcome in. Sorry to pick on you straight away. Robo, I hope you're good. Miles, Johnny, JCB Dave, Sandwich, welcome in. Sandwich, check your Discord DMs, mate. I sent you a message just checking in, making sure you're all right after last stream. Hacky, I hope you're good. Dave Bot, good to see you. Jordan. Hell, look at your old Beano. What a rabble. What a rabble. Who else we got? Alan, welcome in. Will, welcome in. Gareth, thank you so much for subscribing for the 9th month. Appreciate you, mate. I appreciate you. 9 months. Could have had a baby in that time, couldn't we? What hideous thought that is. Right, swiftly moving on. What else we got? I think that's everyone. Ben, welcome in. If I missed anyone, let me know. That list seemed quite short. Tonight. Shout out to all our lurkers, guys. You know the drill by now. Hope you're all good. Yeah, I've got a flare in my hip at the minute, so it's freaking uncomfortable sitting here. So what does he do? Do it for another 4 hours after he's been in the seat all bloody day. My word. Don't help myself. But this is, without boring you all with the details, it's because of obviously I had all that chest stuff going on at the start of the year. Don't think I ever mentioned my coffin. But when all that was going on, I have to stop the medicine that I inject every 2 weeks because it suppresses my immune system. So as a fallout of that, I was always going to have a flare-up because I missed half of my doses. So, yeah, my hip was killing me. But only when I'm bloody sitting or going up and down the stairs. I'm like an old man going up and down the stairs at the minute. Welcome in, Daisy. I hope you're good. I was going to say, yeah, I'm right, can't complain, but I already have complained, so that's gone out the window. Do any of you know, if you have a gaming monitor, do you need to get additional speakers? Frankly, Will, I think any speakers they put in monitors aren't worth a shit. I'll just use headphones. You know, they tend to be quite tokenistic. They annoy me, like... They're tiny little things. They only have a couple of wattage by the time they're squeezed them in the back of a monitor. I personally would just plug in a pair of headphones. Why you had a cough? I never knew that. No, I know, mate. I try to keep this stuff to myself. I play it fairly low key when I'm ill. I'm not a typical bloke or anything. Right. If I ever want to play audio so I can hear it in the room, though, mate, is I have a JBL Bluetooth speaker, and I stick that under my monitor and put that in via a sort of, you know, a cable, and then do that. As for my little boy, he wanted a monitor for his birthday, so he didn't know if it was worth getting speakers. A lot of them, though, I find, Will, mine have got speakers. I'd rather they didn't, but a lot of them come with speakers. Whether or not you use them is another matter, right? So if it's just for your kid, that'll be absolutely fine. They're not going to get any bass, but that's absolutely fine. So as long as your kid isn't into, like, drum and bass, then you're all right. You joke, JCB Dave. I'm not that far off having joints replaced. Nature of the beast, unfortunately. That's why I got a house with wide enough stairs to accommodate a stair lift when it gets to that age. I gathered that, Will, but it just tickled me. The thought of him, you know, shouting out of his bedroom window, "Jungle is massive" to the neighbours or something. Right, achy bloody achy. There was something else I had to tell you, and for the life of me, I can't remember what it was. I really should have a list. If only I had a notepad. If only I had a notepad. This needs to come forward, so I need to stop leaning. I've realised I left my overshirt on, so I'm going to regret that instantly. Welcome in, Ben. How's it going? I'm just unbuttoning. Keep your pants on, ladies or fellas. Whatever your persuasion. Right, there we go. Right. There was something else I had to tell you. Oh, that was it. YouTube is a bit broken today. So if you're watching this on YouTube and anything weird happens, guys, just remember we are on Twitch as well, all right? So there's been all sorts of weird stuff going on with the analytics side of things. I went onto my channel earlier, and under where it says subscribers, it was just blank. It's just been weird stuff going on YouTube today. So if there's any weirdness during the lives, don't forget you can also find us on Twitch, guys. I found it crazy how many people you had on Sunday stream. Yeah, it was a nice surprise though, JSB, because Saturday was quiet. But yeah, we had like our usual sort of, we normally get between sort of 550 and 750 viewers on Twitch for the lives. But for the VOD on Twitch to have over 900 views a day later, that's mad. It's absolutely mad. Right, I'm going to jump into the game because I'm tired. Oh, that's the other thing I had to warn you about. Just give me something else to moan about. I'm now on day 3 for about the first time in my adult life of having no caffeine in me. So I'm tired, I'm grumpy, everything aches. Who knew caffeine withdrawal was a thing, right? But for as long as I can remember, I've had 2 coffees and about 3 or 4 cups of tea a day for my entire adult life. And on Saturday, I stopped drinking caffeine. So I'm now on decaf tea. It's not the same. Don't tell my wife. She's trying, bless her. But it's not the same. Yeah, and oh my God, yesterday, right, I had a migraine. I was so tired, and I kept saying to my wife, I think I'm ill. And then I'm walking the dog, and I'm thinking, you tit, Joel. You haven't had a coffee in 3 days. Because you're struggling. Right. Let's go. So yeah, if I'm a bit grumpy tonight, guys, you know why. Or not focusing. Hang on, when have I ever focused? There's always a bloody lottery what I'm going to go on about. Don't even know what I'm doing in the saves half the time. Jesus Christ, it's hot in here. Freaking, it's mild, innit? I thought about cutting the lawn after work, and then it got to after work, and I couldn't be asked. I had all good intentions at like 1 o'clock this afternoon. I thought, gosh, yeah, it's a nice day out there. Grass will be dry. I suddenly got long in last week. And last week, it's doubled in length, I swear. And I thought, yeah, I'll get out there and cut the grass. What, 4:30 come along, I'm shagged. There's no way I'm cutting the grass. But I had good intentions at 1 o'clock. I've already had the window. I can't stream without the windows open, JSB. All these lights in here, it's like a freaking oven. Do you ever drink peppermint tea? No, I'm not a fan of it. I like chamomile tea, though. Yeah, I don't mind chamomile tea. I hope you feel better soon, Gareth. Right. I'm sweating my tits off in here. Can't remember what the hell we were doing. Cannot remember for the life of me. I know I've downloaded that mod, though, to get the little mower to get in here. So, obviously, I'd already cut it. But next time, we're going to do this with a little ride-on mower, which I think will be quite cool. So, we've got all this to collect. I haven't decided what the frig I'm doing with it all. Oh, I've collected some of it. Look. I can't remember what the plan was for the grass. Have I filled this silo up? No. Oh, no, we're filling that up. Oh, we must have already turned it to hay then. Alright, I've obviously already turned it into hay. And then I've got to decide what to do with the field, the new field we created, the little meadow. What's going on with this? Oh, man. I'm tired, I'm hot, I've got no caffeine in me. It's going to be a long 4 hours, guys, but we'll get through it, alright? We'll get through it together. What am I doing? TMR. There will be regular times tonight, but I can't remember what I'm doing, I'm sure. Wow. Yeah, we've got different playlists tonight because I'm so tired of getting copyright strike. Even though the playlist I was using was fine for about 3 weeks. And then obviously the people who make all the fake copyright strikes wised up to it, I guess. They see they could make a few pennies off of it. So, trying something different tonight. That's a bit more upbeat than we normally would do. You're in the hotel tonight, are you? You spend half your bloody life in a hotel, man. You jet setter, you. Not as much fun as you're having, right, JSB? That peace and quiet. Welcome in, Shane. How's it going, mate? Oh, I haven't lowered it. Dipstick. I thought I was going a bit quick. That's LJ that's always in the hotels, Beano. Come on, it's normally me that gets people mixed up here. No, lurk away, my friend. Lurk away. That's what we're here for. Welcome in, Cran. I hope you're good. Yeah, I didn't think it's through. I just thought, oh, I'll just stop drinking coffee and tea. I'll be fine. I didn't think that my body has been used to caffeine like all my adult life. You alright, Beano, mate? Oh my god, it's hotter than the sun in here. Jesus. Whose idea was it to wear a stupid bloody hat on these streams? I don't think we're going to get any more high in here. I will try. If not, this will go in the barn. Jesus, I know. I feel like these songs are a bit too fast-paced for me. Not for me IRL, but for my streams. Mind you, I might need it at the minute just to wake my ass up. Just actually unloading anything, sod all that. There's a massive gap there. Just unload, man. Stop dicking about. I think I must have clicked on the wrong playlist because lo-fi this is not. What is this doing? Oh, sorry, we'll put it in the hayloft. Put it in the hayloft. But the music, I'm expecting more crashing. You're more likely to get it from the lack of me having any caffeine in my system. Having a long ass couple of days at work. I'm gonna find another playlist anyway in a minute, Bino, because this is too much for me. It's too much of an assault on my senses. I need to concentrate. Lo-fi my ass. What are you talking about? Or is it just because I've done Saxingham for 2 nights where I haven't had any music on? There we go. This is more me. This is me on stream anyway. Certainly not me in the real world. I was having a rave, yeah. At 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know what that was. How are we then? How's the week going so far? Guys, I appreciate it's only Tuesday. That's a bit miserable, isn't it? But how's it going so far? This farm feels massive after the last couple of nights. Yeah. You didn't even have a chance to do the old yawn and bingo. I was off from the start tonight. Oh, I had a really busy couple of days. Short-staffed and work is just going up. Which is why you haven't seen any YouTube videos for a couple of weeks, guys. I just have not got capacity at the minute. I've always said that I'd prioritise showing up for the live stream, just an extra 12 hours in the week to find. 16 this week. But yeah, I'll get around to doing YouTube videos at some point, guys. So at the minute, it's just, there's no time. That's why my eyes look like piss holes in the snow. I've gone from being a man barely alive at the start of the year to a man barely awake. Cocked that up. I'm glad yours is going quickly though, Jasper. That's always a good thing. I was fine Monday to Friday. That's always a good thing anyway. It's going to be an absolute yawn fest tonight, guys. Sorry. Maybe I should have waited a bit longer for the whole rebalancing to sort itself out. You take your shirt off, I know that much. I'm sweating my tits off. Put it away, boys. Put it away. It's just me outer layer. They've done that thing where you get stuck in it. You ever done that when you're driving? You try to take a shirt off or a jumper off in the car with your seatbelt on. And you get to that critical point and your arm gets stuck like that. And you're driving along a pissing motorway or something. And you're trapped in your own coat. Well, what caused the 10-car pile-up? Twat tried to take his coat off whilst he was driving along. Right. Come on, Joel, wake up. When you need to change gear, yeah, and you're shouting at your other half. Quick! Put it in the fourth! Why did I come this way for? Am I some sort of idiot? I'm going to the hay barn. Some sort of idiot. And what is that doing now? Where is that wandering off to? That's like one of them bloody Australian nonsense things to find water. What is that about, Beano, with them bloody blokes with half a coat hanger cut in half? Telling you where to dig for gold or find water. I'm sorry, but I'm calling bollocks on that. I'm calling bollocks on it. It's just where we find this what Beano does for a living. It's like you just ruined my career. You ruined my career. I need to put the coat hangers away now. Oh, welcome in, late, mate. You never have to explain or apologise. I don't know. How can it work if the water's like tens of feet below the surface? I'm putting it in the category of piss and hypnosis. Well, you got the two Daves back and you're up, Beano. Why is it an Australian thing as well, right? Why do you not see any other nations walking around with a couple of TV aerials in their hand? Why is it only in Australia? I have these jokes, by the way. I got a good friend from Melbourne. I think I mentioned on here before. And we just rib these like little social or cultural things about our countries out of each other. It's all good fun. See, I like bringing up the coat hanger one. We both agree, though, we've got shit beer in Foster's and Carlin. We both agree on that. Oh, Christ. I don't know, Shane, but I can't live without it. Can't live without my tea. I don't smoke. I don't drink anymore, really. Can't go without tea. Probably because we're basically giving it to us as a bottle when we're babies, mate. Like, I think I was still in school when I started drinking tea. Like, which probably isn't a great thing, right? Norwegians and Swedes do the same. I love that. Welcome in, Steve, mate. How's it going? Oh, full again. Yeah, I'm alright, mate. I'm a bit sore and achy tonight, but I'm alright. And I'm tired because I stupidly decided to stop caffeine at the weekend. Oh, was that the first autosave of the night? Yep, there we go. And it made me hit a tree. Cheers, autosave. Thanks for that. Hell, she bounced back. Yeah, like a spring. I never, genuinely, right, it's just how naive I am. Wrong place. I never considered that you could get, like withdrawal from caffeine, but I used to have 6 or 7 cups of tea or coffee a day. I still am. I'm just doing it decaf now. But my word, my suffering. I'm like drinking this, thinking it's going to help, and it ain't going to help. Nothing's going to help, Joel. You're on your own, mate. I'll start shaking soon. Yeah, it is. You forget, though, don't you? Because it's like a socially acceptable drug, you forget it's a drug, right? Because it's just like, we've just decided as a species, oh, that's all right. You know, same as like we allow tobacco and alcohol because the amount governments can make in taxing it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, we're going to have to bail the rest, guys, because we're out of space. You forget it is. And it's only when you stop, it's like, Jesus. Yeah, my wife suggested that, Bino. My wife was like, why don't you have like one a day? But unfortunately, this is how I am, right? Every time I've ever done anything in my life, it's full percent. So when I decided I was going to lose weight a few years ago, I was like dropping a stone a month. It was ridiculous. When I gave up roll-ups when I was a teenager, I just instantly done it. I've done like alcohol this recently. I just decided, yeah, I don't want to do that anymore, so just stop. I can't I can't help myself. Right, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a row here. Oh gosh, that weren't really a row. I should have been moving first, Joel. You should have moved first, man. I'm basically gonna bail this because I ain't got no more storage capacity for it loose. I did just pick that all up, Joel Sharp. I've always been like that, Pino. If I'm doing something, I'm doing it proper. Thank you very much. Is he done with it? You've closed all the apps, right? Cheers. So I ain't got to worry about Plants versus Zombies. Dylan wanted to borrow my tablet. But I use the tablet to see what's coming out on Twitch. Let me just put that in, guys. 2 secs. I'll turn this on and get blasted out with some, like, Minecraft or something that's running on it. This music's so much more my streams. I couldn't get down with the last playlist. There we go. We're sorted. Sorted. By the way, guys, over 100 subs on Twitch at the minute. You are insane. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all. Thank you for all the support. True story, Dave. You remember... You're not going to be surprised after a while. You remember I told you about how I used to get PlayStation games on the last stream? Same bloke used to bring moonshine back in Sprite bottles from America. Just buy a bottle of moonshine. What childhood I had. What childhood I had. I just gone all out, Dave. Just removed all the caffeine. It's fine. My heart will stop in the morning. Right, we've got a bail. Let's get rid of this trailer. What a surprise, yeah. Wrong one, Joel. I forgot we had this new vent. Very nice. Wow, wow, wow. Island time. No, I think I said in that shed we just left is where we put grass and silage, right? Down here is straw and hay. So we'll store it down here in my favourite low ceiling shed. So I'm not used old Fenty Boy on this baler. I normally use the Class, but we'll mix up the brands. No game sound? Let me try that again. Probably just a bit quiet, mate. It's not mega loud. Obviously, you're going to hear it more on Saxingham because we don't have music. Two secs. You're not hearing that? It looks like it's noise gating it. It looks like it's noise gating it, so if it's under a certain volume, it's not putting it through. Because I can see the bar isn't going up after a certain point. We've always had issues, though, haven't we, with this, trying to get that balance right. It's easy on Saxingham because you don't have to blend the music or anything, right? So you just got one thing to worry about. So I said before, I have like my mic and the game on one channel and the music on another channel. When we do Saxingham, I can get rid of the music and I can have them on independent. Stop hitting the mic, Joel. And then that way it's really easy to manage. It's a bit more complicated on the Achy Acres one. That's not too loud. I was worried about the game audio deafening people. Not too loud, guys. Gone again. I can turn the music off if no one's that precious about it. Obviously, we done all right the last two nights without it, didn't we? And I ain't got to worry about copyright strikes if we don't have music. I ain't got to worry about filling in a load of paperwork in the morning, arguing my case to YouTube. What I can do, if I just kill the music, see, that's the problem. When I turn the game audio up, the audio alerts are on it. Cheers, Jeff, for the follow. Appreciate you. Sorry for everyone who just jump scared. So what I can do, guys, if I turn the music off, I can move the game audio onto a different slider, and then you can hear the game audio without getting deafened by the alerts. Let's do that. Look at me, just yeah. Sorry, guys. So I say I only have two sliders to use, and I have to put the mic and the audio alerts and the game audio on one, and the music on another. So by getting rid of the music, it allows me to put the game audio on its own slider. So I can put it up depending on how loud, because some machines are louder than others. The cement and stone factory place is deafening, so I have to bring that down. And the trouble is, if somebody gifts, bits, subscribes, whatever at that time, as you just found out, it scares the crap out of you, because if it happens to be a quiet machine, I have to put the audio up. So I'm just switching over. Put you on that audio bar. That should give us that. Right, there we go. There we go. Lovely old job. Right, you should all hear that and my voice. And then I've turned down the audio alerts. All right, guys? It's fine by me. That's one less thing for me to do. And like I say, I then don't get a ton of copyright strikes on YouTube to sort out tomorrow. They're all false. They're all chancers trying to make money out of my content, and then I have to go to YouTube and argue it. But until I do argue it, they divert all the money. All the money. Like, it isn't like 8 pence a video. But you know what I mean? It's principle. It's principle. Yeah, all right, Ben, you smart ass. We're here for the high quality FS25 tips. Never been able to offer more than the tip. Stop it, Joel. Right. Here we go. Fent time. Welcome in, Barry. Hope you're good. Welcome in, Cheese. How's it going, mate? I don't know why I called you Cheese. I always call you Professor. Don't know why I did that. Welcome in, Professor. Hope you had a good week, mate. I do love Bailing. I didn't think I was going to get to Bale this time, but there we go. The hay loft is full. Shake your old fillings out, won't it? Oh, sorry, I didn't see somebody actually did a poll. Sorry, guys. I'd have let that run a bit. Sorry. I jumped the gun there. Who am I and why am I in the cab? No music and I'm in the cab. What has happened to me? Tell you, about a year away from me sitting in a high-vis vest and in a simulated cab. Some old Massey Ferguson cab that I bought from a scrap dealer. My wife's having a fit because I got it in the spare bedroom. A little beacon on my head that I can flash every now and then. Every time you follow or subscribe, there's a beacon on my head that flashes. I'm never doing this, by the way. I'm just saying. Do I find the fent faster? I'm probably not loads in it between this and the class because obviously this job isn't a fast job anyway, right? Class has more power and less speed. I don't know. It probably feels slightly faster than the Massey though, but I've got enough to compare it with. I've got no speeds to tell you about. And to be fair, guys, regarding the music thing, we had one of our most watched VODs ever on Sunday night, and that was with no music, right? I don't know why I worry about changing it up. I like the little thing in the middle of the nose. That's like, if you're not sure, Joel, line it up with that. JCB Dave says, never say never. It might happen eventually when you become a professional YouTuber and stop working your day job. Bloody hell. I'll be dead before the chances of that happening, mate. Considering I don't really like doing videos, I just like being live. But you never know. Maybe one day we get enough subs or whatever, I can pay someone to do the videos and the clips, right? I can say, there you go. There's 4 hours of me talking absolute bollocks. Pick the bones out of that and make a video. Earn your money. Could you imagine? Welcome back in, Tony, mate. I hope you're good. Yeah, I've had a rough week at work as well. I feel your pain, mate. Obviously, your circumstances have been more challenging than mine. I hope you're feeling better, though, mate. Hell, man, I wish my neck was this good in real life. Don't get used to cab view, guys. You know it's not my style. My bad. I had one of my little power naps I told you about in the past before today. And oh my God, I woke up so dizzy and discombobulated. I had no idea where I was. You ever done that where you're like walking around the house feeling like you're in someone else's body? That's normally after a night out drinking. But if it's just from like a little 20-minute power nap, I was so tired when I woke up. I was like a zombie. Didn't know where I was or what I was doing. I went and got a bag of salty crisps and I minded them into myself, saying to myself, Joel, you're not drunk this time. You're just tired. I was on autopilot. Reach for the salt. I finally got financially comfortable on Saxingham. I bought lot 84 and straight away built an Essed up custom farm. UK style buildings only. Lovely job. Makes me excited just thinking about it, Ben. Considering I don't normally do it in cab view, I haven't actually missed that much. I was expecting to have missed a lot more. Not gonna lie. By the way, guys, pleased to report, since I always moan, pleased to report that my shoulder is finally fixed. I ain't going back to the steering wheel anytime soon, no, because I'm so terrified of bringing it back. But yeah, shoulder's finally fixed. Took long enough, didn't it? Right. These can all go in the shed down here. Ben Bino has asked us, are you an all-round farmer or a pig farmer on your Saxingham save? Jesus Christ, Joel, what are you trying to achieve here? Do you even know what you want to do half the time? Thank you, Tony. Yeah, we didn't get many on Sundays. But I don't know what's been going on with YouTube. Last week, YouTube has not been kind in terms of our live view reach. Got all you regulars in, which is lovely, but obviously we're not reaching new people, which I don't know why. Maybe they're on to me. They've realised I'm a fraud. Right. Trailer. It's not here, is it? No. Sorry, guys. Ben says cows and goats, Beano. It's in the milk game. Totally forgot I had chickens. Do. Yeah. Cheers, Tony, mate. Oh, man, I'm suffering tonight. Come on, Joel, keep together. Your stream's so chill, you're sending yourself to sleep. Bino says, nice one, enjoy. Look at us. Communicating across platforms. I just need to remember I've got hay in bales, because what'll happen is if I ever run out of hay, I'll be like, oh, right, hay, and then I'll forget to actually check to see if I've got any in bale form that I can shred. Sorry about the yawning, guys. That's it. More alerts. That'll wake me up. That'll wake me up. Steve, thank you very much for the resub. Appreciate you, mate. 3 months in and loving the streams. Well, cheers for being a part of it, mate. And thank you for tolerating me on nights like this when I'm firing on about one cylinder. I'm still having to take the old allergy tablets. I took an allergy tablet like 9 o'clock this morning. Oh my God, it made me useless for work. So I say no caffeine combined with having loads of allergies at the minute. Just means I'm permanently half asleep. Come on, get up in there. Thank you. I missed my round bale trailer on Saxingham that can hold about twice as many as this. Not quite twice as many, but more. See if I can get some more air in here. Might wake me up a bit. Tell you what, guys, I'm just going to open the windows up full, because if not, I'm going to pass out. No one wants me to be a sleeping streamer, right? You're all seeing them idiots on Twitch, surely. I don't know who watches them. Well, I think we all know why people watch them, but 2 seconds. Right. Eyes are streaming from yawning. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ba da ba ba da ba 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 da ba ba da ba da ba. That's me just trying to wake myself up, guys. So it's been a long day. Welcome in, Kirk. Hope you're good. We had any date on the DLC yet this month? Base game shed and trailer, everyone. Base game shed and trailer. Freaking infuriates me. Because if you look, and I know it, I'm sorry, I know I mention this every time, but look, man, I'm trying to stream this game and promote it and say how good it is, and then that happens. March 24th. Cheers, Farmer T. All they need me to do is put it in an extra foot. Look, if I can go in an extra foot, then when I tip it, it won't hit the bloody roof. Don't understand it. Try and I can pick these up in this view. I bet I can't. Oh yeah, look at that. Get on. I know, Beano, it's only a small DLC, mate. It's like sub £10. Oh, it's the first one I missed. First one I missed. That's a hard view to get used to. Why is the barrier even there if it's only bales in there? Have you ever felt the weight of a bale, Dave? It's like water. It's deceptively heavy. So anyone who's had just a small, like 50 or 100 litre fish tank, you're like, Jesus Christ, how can water weigh so much? I missed that again. Look, let's stop trying to be professional and go back to being Joel, and then I won't keep missing them. Don't forget to use the code if you get it, guys. The new expansion. I haven't got a button for that on YouTube, but if you go there on YouTube to the links, guys, you'll see there's a link to. If you want to use the partner code, it helps support the channel a little bit. Oh, come on. Is that all on them? Hell. I'd like work of that. Light work of that. Oh, sorry, I was reading chat. Straighten that back up, Joel. There's so many different ways I've tried this, right? And I can't do it without it flipping and jacking and hitting the roof. See, if you do it here, it'll still do it. Like, it makes me just want to get rid of the shed. Do you know what I mean? It just makes me want to get rid of the shed. Unless in future I put them here and we push them in with little D. Like, I could do this. Then we could use little D to shunt them. Because it just, every time it happens, it's just like, it's not so bad now we're on Twitch and YouTube. You can imagine the comments I used to get on TikTok, right? And ain't nothing I'm doing. That's just a flaw in the game. Me hitting that trailer, and that trailer was my fault. Hey, I will just do that in future. We'll just do that. Don't matter, JCB Dave, mate. It's also not the cheapest place you'll find it, so I don't expect anyone to use it. If anyone does, as a bonus. Right. Time for a cough sweet. I think that must have sugar in, mustn't it? As well as 13 Swiss Alpine herbs. Let's have a look. By the way, guys, I think I've talked about this before. I'm officially at that age now of my glasses where if things close up, I have to look over the top of my glasses. Like, what the frig? Could you imagine I'm sitting here next year in varifocals? Frig my life. Frig my life. I'm too old for this shit. Jesus Christ, there's 3 grams of sugar in a drop. That's why that's why I like them so much. Why would you focus? There we go, look. So a little block of resin. Right. Before you get yourself banned, Joel. Where do you want to put your trailers? You can go in there, look. I need something at the minute. I need something with no caffeine. And hay fever tablets running through my bloody bloodstream. You never have to buy bloody sleeping tablets. Just land. Not freaking. That's wrong drug, Joel. What's the hay fever one? Begins with L. It's not even supposed to be drowsy. It's supposed to be non-drowsy. It always makes me drowsy. Loratadine. That's the one. Right. Hang on. What am I doing with the other field? Let me think about this. So that one's done. Can't remember when I plant my barley. September. Barley, barley, barley. I had a thought last night about turning field 10 into a sheep pasture, but don't stress about that. Don't worry about that. That's for another day. No, I shouldn't have energy drinks, Steve, to be fair, mate. Right. It feels weird with no music in this menu. It's very quiet. It's just you and me, guys. It's just us. No one else. Me and the sound of my 13 Swiss Alpine herbs cough sweet smashing against the inside of my teeth. Right. So, oh, that's what I was meant to do. So, how much have we got? Grass, 300,000 litres. Hay, 720,000 litres. Silage. Silage. 200,000 litres. So, yeah, we'll take this grass off his field for silage. What are we going to pick up with? Just a little trailer and the forage pickup, I suppose. The old half pipe could maybe come out. Have I done that? There we go. Poor old Massey is watching me go backwards and forwards thinking I forgot about it. Don't you worry, Massey. Your time will come. Your time will come. Yeah, the Merlot became kind of obsolete a little while ago, really. He's there mainly for vehicle recovery. That's the main job of the Merlot now, vehicle recovery. When I get myself in a bind, our Merlot comes out to save the day. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. I'll put AA on the side of it in gaffer tape. Do-do-do-do. Unload. Bish bash bosh. Whoops. Slight oversteer there. Don't worry about it. Whoops, cocked that angle. Yep, that's basically all this is a vacuum. It's brilliant. How I feel right now is when I used to do 12-hour charity streams, you get to about hour 7 or 8. And you really had to, like, find a second wind. It's really depressing that that's happening after an hour, though, tonight. And it you guys, just me. I hope you're still enjoying it, despite my lack of entertainment. Cheers, Steve. Oh yeah, but you know when you when you know you're not like on top form, right? Even if a random person coming in doesn't notice it, like struggling at the minute. I appreciate you, mate. Should the solo sass got chaff? Yeah, it's just what the game does, Dainsy. I don't know if that's an American thing. But the minute you drop it into a silo, it turns to chaff. Don't ask me why. Because I haven't done nothing to it, right? It's just grass in a silo. Cheers, Tony. Welcome in, Will. Welcome in, Rich. How's it going, mate? Oh, bloody hell, I'm having two conversations on... I've got a Rich on Twitch and a Rich on YouTube. Welcome in, Rich on Twitch. I didn't mean to call you out, mate, if you were lurking. There's a Rich who dropped in on YouTube. I hope you're well, mate. Yeah, I don't call out lurkers, guys. That's not what we do here. So sorry if if you felt like you had to respond, mate. That's one of the things I used to like. Well, I still do dislike on TikTok, right? Sometimes I just want to drop in on a TikTok live and watch it, but obviously it puts your name up on the screen, and then you get streamers call you out. And so I don't really want to be called out. I just want to be invisible here. Well, I appreciate you, mate. I feel like we probably don't talk that much, so yeah. When I say lurk, and I mean the people that sort of watch but don't get involved in chat. But thank you for being a part of it, mate. I appreciate you. That field actually produces a fair bit of grass. I know it's deceptive, innit? I know I'm only using the half pipe trailer, but still, this is our third load, so that's 36,000 litres of grass we've got off this meadow so far. Jesus Christ, Joel. Cheers, Tony. I'll get a second wind in a bit and then I'll be up all night. That's what always happens. Oh, hell. Let me do that again because I want this over the other side for rolling purposes. Oh, fricked it anyway. It's like a magnet. It just wants to go over there. Magnets! It just wants to go over there. Sometimes I just don't fight it. Just let it happen. Loads of Allens, Daves, Riches. Yeah, I know. Not a single Neil. Welcome in, Stan. Good to see you, mate. I hope you're well. Yes, I'm a bit of a zombie tonight, guys. Combination of having antihistamines because I've got bloody allergies. And not drinking caffeine since Saturday, and I didn't realise how much I'd miss it. Oh my word. But I will perk up later, I promise. Sucking on my old cough sweet. I'll put some sugar in me. I'll go get a can of Coke or something in a minute. I don't even drink full fat Coke, so I ain't going to do nothing, but the cold might wake me up. Yeah, I don't drink that old muck. I can't afford to with my liver. Had a hard life. Right, that's pathetic amounts of grass in there. Have we got any? We might be able to get some grass and actually do a little bit of a top up. Let's do that. Because we'll definitely have some grass in a silo or something somewhere. Bale and pallet. Yeah, perfect. We'll get rid of this off the front. We'll get a bigger trailer. Actually, there's a trailer down there we can use. I think it's got straw in it, but... Oh, yeah, it's got straw in it. Don't worry about that, Joel. That's too much hassle. Yeah, in the open bins, Barry, that's hay for mixing up TMR. Now, what are we got in here? Does anything need any straw? Just get rid of that, and we can then have that free up that trailer. Well, yeah, everything can go in that big pigsty because it holds millions of litres, doesn't it? Forgot I had a bale spike on the front. I then went to swing it round. I was going to hit the building. But old Joel wouldn't have even considered it, so there's a win there. No idea, Dave. No idea. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Da-da-da-da-da. God, it feels slow with little D. Look at all the pigs. I was watching This Farming Life on telly the other night. If you haven't watched that programme, it's awesome. It's better than all the other shit, gimmicky ones you get as proper farming. And there was a cow farm on there where they had a water pit that looked just like that. And I was like, yes. Yes. How many we got, Rich? I got about 600 adults. And about 700 piglets. But it's about to balloon soon. Because we only rebuilt all this a couple of months back in the save. But yeah, if you're in the UK and you've not watched the TV show This Farming Life, I'd highly recommend it. Don't ask me what channel it's on. I watch everything on demand these days, so no idea. Forgot what side of the road I was driving on then. So basically, Hacky, I grow whatever the pigs want, right? So it's mostly barley with a little bit of sugar beet and corn. And then sunflowers in the allotment. But I'm tempted before this save ends to get rid of the allotment and grow sunflowers independently. I think I missed a boat this year. Yeah, they need planting in March along with sugar beet and corn because that's the other element of my pig food. So it'd be great if in March we put in sunflowers, sugar beet and corn. Corn in April, sorry. 1 month out, that's still an improvement. And then everything else is barley. Then that way we've got our pig food, we've got our straw. And I'll get rid of the allotment then, because I only had the allotment as a way of working out what food I wanted to do, what I wanted to grow. It grows a little bit of everything. I feel I don't need it now, apart from aesthetics. Ha bloody ha, Tony. Ha bloody ha. Everyone's a chameleon. Right. Forget I got these bloody bale spikes on the front. So tonight we're just finishing off our grass harvest. We're going to make some silage up in a minute. We've done some baling for hay. We've filled up the silos with loose hay. Now just going to get some leftover grass to do some compacting in the silo. Got a ton of grass in here. Right. Yeah, take care, Dave, mate. I got that bale spike thing, the sort of that looks like an upside down bed. That come with the straw harvest pack for the Merlin. I never use it. Little D can do it. I have so much faith in Little D. You stick enough weight on its ass, that can do anything. I never had the game audio loud enough to notice that little bale shredder makes a noise. That's quite cool. Bloody great building there, Joel. Man, I'm so blurry-eyed. Tony says, did you realise the word bed looks like a bed? Are you alright, Tony, mate? Are you alright? I know what you mean, but how much time you had on your hands to think of that? Do you need a job? If you need a job, I can give you a job. It's what my old man used to say to me if I used to, like, come out with shit or I'd just be doing nothing. It's like, do you need a job? No, I bloody don't. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it, Tony. From the side, it looks like a bed. I know, I get it. I'm just more worried about what made you think about that. Oh, messed that right up. Let's spin it here. A bile shredder sounds like a little bloody steam engine. Put in the wire. Love it. Listen. I haven't tried straw pellets yet. That feels like something I should do soon. Oh, we did, Joel. Yeah, Tony, I get it. Someone give Tony a hug. Well, Daz says, not watched this stream before. Some sizes for almost 765 years, years, hours old now. So it's changed a lot. It's changed a lot over the year that I've been doing it. Yeah, the bale shred is awesome because that means you ain't got to try and load it into a finicky trailer like a straw blower or whatever, you know. So if I run out of space in my bins, then I will bale it, stick it in the shed, and then I just bring it out and shred it when I need it. It's more convenient storage. Yeah, straw pellets are in the straw harvest pack. And basically you can get that shed that I've got there, but you can put like a little production line thing in the corner that makes the pellets. Don't, Dave. Quick farm related question. If the greenhouse is on distribution, does it only distribute if you have a factory or does it sell to others? No, I think distribute will only distribute, mate. I think if not, you have it on sell. It's just tell them being creative. If that's your level for creativity, Tony, then knock yourself out, mate. I mean, that's like you haven't like composed "Let It Be," but you know if that's if that's your level, all right. What are we going here? It's only 57,000 leads. I think we just leave that as chaff. It ain't worth me covering it. That ain't worth me covering. I'm not going to run backwards and forwards with grass. Yeah, the bale shredder is a mod, Rich. So I don't know if that's PC only. Bloody tree. Who put the tree there? Oh, you're on PC. There's no issue in. Yeah, it makes sense to put it next to your straw storage or bale storage or whatever you got. But yeah, then this straw harvest pack shed. There's basically another version of it. Well, it'll be at the bottom. It goes to production line. It might go to factory. I don't know. But yeah, the bale shredder is in here somewhere. There, bale shredder's there. They aren't, Tony. They aren't. Spurs are 4-0 down in half an hour. No way. Right, yeah, we're at straw harvest pack. Because technically it's a shed, right? But there is a version of it that comes with the production line, just so I've shown you guys. I've gone past it. Yeah, I know it's Europe tonight, but Jesus. Under sheds. Sorry, my brain ain't really operating tonight, is it? Yeah, so you got straw harvest pack there. But there's a version of it that comes with the... It's got to be under something else, hasn't it? You'd think it comes under factories. You'd think it'd come under factories because it's basically a production line. Hadn't even looked at all these little Highland fish because I don't do production lines really, right? But look at all these little, if you want a slightly different feel to a tailor or a baker. It's cool, isn't it? It's cool. Hey, don't ask me why. It's under silos. Here you can store straw pellets and hay pellets with a crane. But this isn't the one, I don't think, that gives you the production line. Welcome in, Chris, mate. Hope you're sorry. I hope you're good. I was so adamant on the next stream I was going to stop calling Joycey by his first name. I went to call you Joycey, so that's why I stumbled. But how's it going, Chris? You're definitely Chris. I hope you're well, mate. I'm not firing on all cylinders tonight, so I apologise. Oh, I also got this, guys, this extension, the milk tank extension. So I want to try and put that in for our cows. I'm hoping it lets it go. Yes, it does. Look at this. So then the idea is I won't have to keep unloading the milk every 5 seconds. So where can we put it? I don't want to. I don't want to put it over this side because the calves. I think down here because the milk at the minute is up here. If I put it there, I can't get a lorry through. So I reckon here. And then that should fix my milk issue. Because it basically acts as a silo to this. As an extension, I should say, sorry. I feel like a lot of this now would be mud. Right. I can't be asked to decorate it all properly. It needs doing at some point, but I waste too much money at the best of times. We all know this. But now, in theory, I'll have to visit it to make it a bit quicker. Wrong one, but look at calves. I forgot we had calves. Hell, man, calm you down. 2-6. Yeah, in theory, this should act. I was expecting to get some sort of context there, but maybe not. Maybe it just adds it onto the cow silo. Let's have a look. Yeah, look, so it's no tiny amount there. Doesn't tell us the amount, but you can see it's only got a tiny amount at 6,000 litres. What if I go up here, if it'll add it on, if it'll show me it? No. Let's have a look. Here we go, milk. Yeah, I'll store 500,000 litres now, guys. I can't remember what it was before, but it was nowhere near 500,000, was it? What does that silo add on? Let's have a look. Yeah, 500,000, and it's 544. So all this used to hold was 44,000 litres of milk. That's crap, isn't it? That's crap, really. We're laughing now. We're laughing. Right, that's that job done. All the grass is done. I think what I'm going to do, guys, is take a quick 5 minutes just to get some fresh air. And hopefully when I come back for the second half, I'll have woke the hell up a little bit. It's coming. I will get a second wind. I promise. Guys, thank you for sticking with me for the first couple of hours. Well, it's not quite 2 hours yet. I'm going to take a real quick break, stretch my legs, get a drink, and then when I come back, we'll crack on with some more farm. I don't know if we'll stick around in this month or if we'll fast forward. We might fast forward. What are we in? We're in July. August, we won't have anything to harvest. But we will have probably pigs. We might have pigs to sell. Hang on. We might have pigs to sell. We will. We'll have pigs to sell next month, so that'll be cool. We'll We'll be laughing watching out. Yeah, well, that's better than having to keep bloody selling it every month. That's doing my head in, that milk. Right, yeah, guys, I will take a quick break. What should I do? I'll leave you with my cows. Hang on. How did you get in there? Oh, like that, I guess. Yeah, I'll leave you with my... Oh, it's still a bus. Look, I tried to find a scenic scene, and there's still a piss and bus in the background. There's just no escaping them. There's literally no escaping them. Right, I'm going to leave you there with the cows, guys. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. Right, cheers. Thank you very much. Guys, thank you for your patience and sorry for the early break. Right, I got splashed water on my face. We'll get through this. We'll be fine. Right. Hope you're well. Welcome in, Ian. Ian, mate, I missed you just as I went for my break and walked away. I saw your name in chat, so sorry about that, mate. Thank you for waiting patiently. Welcome in, Maddie. Sorry I missed you. I was on my break. What else we got? What else we got? Bino says, if I buy farming the fishing expansion and I already have FS25, will it discount it? No, the Highland fishing game is basically the same price as the base game, mate. There's a lot of content in there, but obviously fishing isn't your thing, then that's for you to decide if it's worth it, right? Obviously you get the map, you get all the buildings, Highland cattle, etc. But yeah, Highlands fishing is basically the same price pretty much as base game. Because you have like these mini ones that are coming out this month where they're less than a tenner and they're just content packs, right? Little content packs. But then once a year you get the big expansion, which chucks a load of content in. But yeah, you can't, it doesn't discount it if you've already got the game. It is that much on its own, unfortunately. Welcome in, Jack. Right. Don't jump scare me like that. I need someone to jump scare me. I'm bloody half asleep. Right, let's go. So, I'm wondering if we skip into August and then we have our first pig sale. Let's have a look. I would like to get some sunflower fields. I know it's not till next year. But wouldn't it be cool if we are then 100% growing all our own pig food contents? And then I say we could get rid of the allotment. The allotment looks great. People like it. They comment on it on the farm tour videos and stuff. But it was there literally for me to work out, okay, so that's what beetroot does. That's what I can use sunflowers for. Now it feels a bit gimmicky. Like, why would I be growing olives all year round when there's snow on the ground? We can open this area up a bit then. Hell, man, never heard the bees so active. Listen to that. It's like a scene in a horror film. Instead of flies, it's bees. Look at them, they're all going out. None of them are coming back. Right, look at all the pigs. Look at them all. So many pigs. Right, yeah, I think, provided no other animals need anything, I think we get into August and sell some of our first pigs. How many adults we got now? So we've got plenty to breed from. Plenty. Are there any Scottish pigs in the expansion? There's no new breeds. No, they might have a Scottish accent, but there's no new breeds. It's only Highland cattle. Highland cattle and fishing. And onions are your sort of big ticket items. Right. I think we do this. Where are we at with the sheep? I forgot we had sheep. Hell, they're nearly there. They're nearly there. Goats. Right, okay, yeah, let's get into August then. We'll walk it. Let's walk it. Or run it. Oh, what's warehouse looking like now? Look at that. So many eggs. Lovely old job. And I'll say again, if I get rid of the allotment, I'll feel a bit more realistic because you're going to have honey, eggs, milk, wool. You're not going to have all this random shit. Do you know what I mean? That I wouldn't really be growing on this farm. So yeah, I think I made up my mind. The allotments go the minute we can grow our own sunflowers. Yeah, as soon as we can grow our own sunflowers, they're going to go. It'd be nice to have a field with sheep and lamb and shit like that in the end of it. I lost interest in sheep when they just sat in a field doing nothing. But now I can rotate the babes like I do with the pigs and that. I'll be interested. I've left an engine running here somewhere. Now I've got the game audio only. I can hear these things. What have I left running? Guys. Because my sugar beet harvest have been running since, like, March. Hang on. When did we do the sugar beet harvest? My sugar beet harvest has been idling for 2.5 months. No wonder I got no money. 2.5 months that's been idling. And that's only because we turned off background music on this stream that I heard it. Otherwise I'd have been none the wiser. I could have sat there all year idling until it was needed again. Welcome back in, Sandwich. Hope you're good. My word. No, don't start up again. Jesus. I just turned you off. Oh, God, I've accidentally unfolded. What have I done here? I just wanted to get out of here. Christ on a bike. Oh, I know what I'm doing now. I've been playing the Switch. I'm pressing the bloody B button instead of the A. Oh, Christ's sake, Joel. Jesus Christ. Did anyone else do that when they switch between Xbox and Switch? Get your buttons mixed up, or is it just me? The carbon monoxide in that shed. Yeah, I was surprised I hadn't wiped out the sheep at the same time. Funneled through to them. That's planting. Does that mean I had it running even longer? Jesus Christ. November. It's been idling since November. It's been idling since November. Top streamer sign needed. See, what you're getting confused there, Tony, is the difference between streaming and actual gameplay. I know I'm terrible at the game. I don't claim to be any good at the game. I don't appreciate the sarcasm against my streaming skills, though. You try talking to people who aren't there for 4 hours. It was either this or I'm in a mental institution. Not these fuel prices. Yeah, Christ, don't get me started. Don't get me started. So yeah, Achy Acres will always be on Tuesdays and Fridays, guys, and Saxlingham's Sundays. Right. Where was I going? Sleep, that was it. Christ, if only I could in real life. See how many piglets we got, as well as adults to sell. They'll hit that magic 2-year mark. Right. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So we've got adults to sell at full price. Lovely old job. Do we have any babies? We've got 28 piglets there. Thank you, Sandwich, mate. Yeah, I'm drinking well tonight because I'm tired. 28 piglets there. 110 there. 1 there. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. But more importantly, we got our first pig payday. Hell, you're local, Maddie. You're local. Yeah, we're closer than you realise. Right. So, let's move the piglets first. Have we even got room to move the... Oh, Christ. Hang on. Let's sell. Let's sell the let's sell the adults, and then that'll give us room. Because hopefully we've got some... Let's have a look. Hopefully we've got room for... We've got some piglets coming back. Yeah, we've got 38 coming back. Is that it? No, 25. Yeah, we've got loads of piglets that are now 6 months old coming back. So that'll be cool. Them huts would look good on here, like you didn't. I totally forgot that that's a placeable that I could use. You're right, Beano. It'd look awesome. That'd be awesome. Great shape, Beano. Great shape. Is it decoration? No, I think it actually come under what did it come under? Maybe it was decoration or others. It was others. I think it was others. There, look. Here we go. Welcome in, Ryan, mate. How's it going? Now we're cooking, aren't we? Look. I ain't going to do any decorating with these ones. They're just going in for now. Look at that. Now we've got pigs. We'll stick one up in this corner. I don't know what the water troughs are like, but again, for... Look at that. Yeah, boy. Right, let's get selling. Had a bad week already. Sorry to hear that, mate. I can relate. I know it's not going to make you feel any better, but I can relate. Hope it picks up for you soon, mate. Thanks for hanging out with us despite all that as well. Right. We're 24 monthers. You, look at that. 9 pigs, 22 grand, straight off the bat. Bosh. Get it in your frying pan. 50 here, look. Look, have a look. Have a look. You all mock my pig obsession. 24 pigs, over 120 grand. Stick that in your back pocket. You can't. There's too much wad of a cash. Can't even split it across 2 back pockets. Look at that. If a tax man asks, we got 50 quid ahead. Bosh. Bloody love pigs. Have a look. Have a look at that bank balance. Oh, you beautiful, ugly, fat, meaty things, you. Pardon you. Right. Now we'll get piglets moved. We might have to go over to the other huts to move them other ones out first. Yeah, let's do that. There's going to be some here that are 6-monthers that have got to come out. Yeah, no worries, Sandwich, mate. I don't know if you caught a message. I said at the start of the stream when you were in, check your Discord DMs because I sent you a DM. I'll catch up with you later. Right, have these got any 6-monthers in? Joel, you can see there isn't any 6-monthers in there. What are you doing on? Look at him in there. Look at all these. We are cooking now. We are cooking now. The science is going to be working out how many sow huts we need. Like, what is the, with a capacity of 2,000, the adult space is there. We never really want that large pig side to go above 1,000, because if not, there won't be room for them to reproduce. But yeah, it's going to be working out what we need in terms of space for piglets. That's them out. Oh, look at them all. I think that's all our 6-month pigs. Pretty sure that's... No, oh my god, we got more in here. They're everywhere. Gonna need a bigger field. Got over 600 sexually mature pigs in there now. Lovely job. Imagine saying that if outside of farming circles. With no context. Right, okay. So yeah, we've now got... Oh, it doesn't tell you how many we've got because of my bloody pet hate there of that screen. But in the sow huts... Let's just come to this menu then. So we've got 632 in there. Some piglets got to come out. We've got plenty of space in that sow hut, plenty of space in that one, plenty of space in that one. So let's see, and in that one as well. So we should not need another sow hut. You'll be pleased to know. You should not need another sow hut, Joel. It's not going to maybe stop me buying another one. Big, and thank you so much for the resub, mate. 8 months. Appreciate you. I hope you're well. Lovely old job. Right. So, piglets. There's one. Funny how sometimes you get tons of one breed and then none of another. That's that sow hut full. That's them in there. Ben, thank you so much for the follow, mate. Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm alright, mate. I'm just tired. I'm tired and run down. Struggling to keep my bloody eyes open tonight. So these guys have been very tolerant. Right. Any more? Yep, some more littlies there. Lovely old job. I think that's all our babes. No, we got 3 more there, and then that's probably all of them. So we got 1, 2, 3 or 4 so huts full. Let's have a look on this screen. That'll be a bit easier to see. Yeah, so the adults, we have got 493 adults. We've got 1 sow hut filled, 2 sow huts filled. That one's got capacity. That one's full. That one's full, to be fair. I could be going around in circles. Let's try and work this out. 100, 200, 265, 365, 465, 489, 489 piglets. I assumed that was you, Ben, from YouTube, but I didn't want to make... I've made that assumption before when we've got multiple Riches and Daves and everything else. Thank you for making the effort, mate. I appreciate that. Don't I just, Piggin? Don't I just? Right. Awesome. And we now got 166 grand in the bank, pretty much exclusively from selling pigs. Plenty of money in hogs. Right, we better feed him, I suppose. Better feed him. Let's use the Massey, because he's kind of been left out since we got the Fen. $135 of service. We won't forget you, Massey. Can we spin this around? No. Bloody tree. I'd have seen there's a bloody wall in the way if that weren't for that tree. So well and good making your farm look pretty, Joel. But that don't mean it's practical. Oh, sorry, mate. We had a Ben on YouTube earlier that said they were going to jump over to Twitch. That's why I assumed that was you when you said you're using Twitch for the first time. See, I told you, Dan, just when I make assumptions. Where am I going? I've missed my turning point now. That's right, we'll off-road it. We'll be fine. I'll be fine. But welcome in, mate. Buy a planted sunflower field? Yeah, we could, you know. If there's one in one of my convenient spots, right? I don't want to do it if it's out of the way. Oh, I only got one there. Look, that's shocking. I don't want to go all the way down. I don't want to buy something all the way down there. Oh, well. We'll sort it next year. We'll sort it next year. Oh, for God's sake, Ben. You know I'm tired. If you've been watching the first half, you already know I'm half awake. You bull bag. Don't do that to me. It took me all of my energy to get back up the stairs and carry on for the second half of this tonight. My word. Never been so tired. I say, stopping caffeine and having to take antihistamines at the same time. It's just ruined me. Like, it's proper made me look at caffeine in a different light because I never considered that my body depended on it, right? After drinking it all day, every day for my whole adult life. And then you stop. I'm just trying to get myself a bit, like, healthier, right? Because I dread travelling at the minute. I'm spinning so many plates. I have a long-term health condition. I had all the asthma stuff for the last couple of months. I got a frigged liver. Like, so I'm just trying to cut stuff out. But I hadn't ever considered that, you know, when you have a couple of coffees in the morning before work and then a few cups of tea in the afternoon at work, and you do that every single day, I never thought about how that was going to make me feel when I just stopped. Like, oh my word, I'm so tired. But I had a migraine yesterday, and I kept saying to my wife, why the frick have I got a migraine? I hadn't done too much screen time. I didn't have all my usual triggers, right? I have very specific triggers for my migraine. Snow on this game being one of them, not even joking. I have to skip the month if it snows on this game. And I couldn't work it out, and it kept coming and going. And my migraines don't come and go; they're like proper intense. I throw my guts up. I'm stuck in bed for like 24 hours, and then they go. They're like proper violent, right? But it was a migraine, but it wasn't my migraine, if that makes sense. And that was only when I was walking the dog last night. I was like, "You twat, Joel! You've not had a tea or coffee since Saturday morning," and I realised that's what it was. Tony says you should ease off caffeine over a few days so it doesn't hit so hard. Nah, screw it, Tony. I'm punching it in the face. That's been my approach to everything in life. If I decide I'm going to do it, I'm doing it hard. Don't clip that. Jesus Christ. Totally get the snow being a trigger. Oh yeah, it's horrible in this game. I've always been like it though. I was like it when I stopped smoking as a teenager. I'm like it when I stopped drinking alcohol. Or when I went on a big old diet once in my 30s and I was like shedding a stone a month. I can't help but go hard on it. I used to be on I'm not afraid to admit it. I used to be on antidepressants and stuff when I was in my 20s. And when I decided they were making me feel worse than they were making me feel better. And I know that's dangerous, right? So don't copy that one, my word. Oh, was I ill? Was I ill? Don't just, like, that's proper dangerous, I should point out, guys. Don't just, like, proper, like, cut them off. You need to taper them, because did I suffer? I was like something out of a scene in a film. I was just stuck with my head in the toilet for about 3 days. So yeah, don't do that. It's just my stupid mental outlook on life, and it's not healthy. That's it. But yeah, I'm quite determined once I put my mind to something. Can't do things half-assed, which is why you get me apologising here so much when I know I'm not doing, you know, putting the effort in with the YouTube stuff or whatever, because I just haven't got the time. Because I don't like showing up unless I know I can do it properly, right? Whether that's streaming, whether that's when I used to be in a band, whether that's work. I get the amount of guilt I get from work when my arthritis flares, and I therefore have to, like, take the foot off the pedal and maybe just get through the day, right? You just get through the day, make sure you don't have an absence sort of thing. And that's good. Everyone's happy that, you know, that's better than the alternative, which is me go off sick. But, the amount I drag myself over the coals over that. So that's how I've always been. Yeah, I know. The snow's horrible, Ben. Agree. No worries, Will. Alright. Can't remember if I've done this one here or not. I think it's this one I miss. So I'll say we're packed more in here now, so means there's more to snake around. Definitely some Viking DNA in you, Joe. The alternative, though, the trouble is what you don't see, mate, is the times I beat myself up because I couldn't do something at my best. Like, it works two ways, right? It means I full commitment to things, and that's why I've probably got, like, a lot to show for, you know, I get to travel and I've done lots of things in my life, and because once I set on something, I proper go for it. But the bit you don't see is all the times I sort of tear strips off myself because I couldn't give it 100%. So it's not a healthy way to be, but that's how I am. You can't change it, can you? Right, food. Bosh, 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 bosh. I forgot how many save hats we got. Now, what about straw? They're all good for straw. Look at that. Lovely old job. Right. Sheep, that's it. That's our pig's done. 120 grand in sales, and that's all we had to do this month. Love it. Sheep. Look at you, little 6-month-old nose. Give you a little bit of grass. I'm sure I just saw that pig poo pile go up. Yeah, the waiting lists are mad at the minute, Ben. Absolutely mad. You don't need to go there, Joel. You need to go to the other silo. There's a whole big talk speech I could do on that subject, Ben. But frankly, I haven't got the energy right now. But ask me next time, and I'll tell you why that long waiting list infuriates me. Because that's what I do, like with my advocacy and running my charity and stuff. I see both sides of the coin, and you wouldn't believe what they got away with in terms of change and process and everything, and basically clearing their desks under the promise that there wouldn't be long wait lists. That's an absolute con. But if I go into that now, I'll get passionate about it. It'll make me even more tired and wound up, so I'm not going to. But next time, remind me. And I'll get on my soapbox and tell you all about it. Right, good to see you, nearly 30 if you're in on YouTube, guys. YouTube's been doing some really weird things over the last 3 streams. So I'm glad you found us. Thank you for hanging out and spending some time with us. Hope you're enjoying it. It's very low key tonight because I'm extremely tired. If I was driving my car late at night right now, the window would be open, the radio would be on. I'd be shouting to myself. Trying everything. See, look, I can't even reverse. I swear in that first hour of the stream, guys, there was one bit where I actually shut my eyes for a split second. I was like... Right. Cows. Oh no, sheep. Sheep. Let's put the Massey to bed. Right. I know I've got grass nearer the sheep, but I'm trying to use it out here because what we're doing is we're going to have grass and silage, i.e. bales of food, down that end of the farm, and then up here is going to be hay and straw. I know technically hay is food, but you know what I mean. Hay needs to be processed into TMR. So yeah, we're just we're putting the stuff that's ready to eat. That's what I should say. I'm sure I picked 2. Let's give me 3. I'm sure I picked 2, but there we go. I'm not going to argue with you. If you're watching the VOD, you can go back and rewind and see that I was probably wrong. Oh, the boat I just heard horn. Sure, I just heard the horn from the riverboat, the ferry. I won't going to try and do 2 battles with poor old little D. Got ocean colour scene stuck in my head now. That's a ball ache of a song to learn on bass. Random information there for you. It's all over the place. It's like scales. It's like playing scales, basically. Oh, I just, like, if I was able to do this shit on purpose, it would actually be a skill. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't even open a gate without taking the bale off my tractor. One day I'll find a game I can actually do. Like, I don't know what that is, but one day we'll find a game that Joel can actually do. Or will I just forever do a Joel every time? All right, look out, sheep. I'm going to run you over. Oh, bloody hell. Where's the door shutter on here? The door shutter. Maybe I have to go here. Yeah, I do. That's quite cool. So that's wherever the edge of the gate is. Oh, they're mad little buggers. How are you at Snap, mate? I can't even do tiddlywinks. I'd somehow cock that up. Hit the ceiling or something. Random fact for the night. Did you know that Samsung made the Burj Khalifa and they make tanks? Yeah, I did. I know that they've got a construction arm. I didn't know they made that specifically, but I know they've done lots. Thank you for the follow on. I hope you're good. Hope you're having a good week so far. Should we try and get it on 2 wheels around this corner? Oh. Well, technically, I did get it on 2 wheels for a time, didn't I? Now, if you ever doubted how many times I've found myself in that situation, just have a look at how quickly I got that back up on all 4. If you ever needed proof that Joel has been here before, how quickly did I just flip that back and carry on? That is the sign of a serial crasher right there. I didn't lie when I said let's get up on 2 wheels. I just didn't expect to totally flip it. Oh, Christ, there's loads of grass here for the goats. We could leave another one for the sheep, I suppose. We'll leave another one for the sheep. Da-ba-ba-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-ba-da. I'm sorry to hear that, Ryan. Yeah, not a problem, mate. Put it in general chat. Thank you for checking, though. Appreciate that. Pop it on general chat, mate, and we'll you never know, right? But sorry to hear that. The clips and everything are still on TikTok, mate, but we're currently not live. They kept taking my live access away because I multi-stream. And I refused to be basically bullied or blackmailed into going live on TikTok only once every 3 months, which is what they want you to do. I'm too old for that shit. Too old to be told what to do. I do this for fun as a hobby. I don't care about constantly telling people to tap the screen and follow and gift. That's not what our community's about. If anything, we're the polar opposite of that. So I went on TikTok December last year, December 24 now, sorry, to share the clips from these live streams, and it does that brilliantly. That's what we still do. But no, I don't go live on there at the minute. Not until they change their rules where they try and make you be exclusive to them. And also, you're basically, the way the algorithm, the setup all works as well, is that you're throttled if you don't do things like the battles and that. And that's not what I'm about. Could you imagine my content of me just sitting here telling people to gift and sub? It's just not what I do. It's not what I do. It's the opposite to what I do. And I won't be a part of it. But we still share all the clips on that. All right. You're going to get copyright striked. What, for my terrible singing, Hacky? See, I'm talking and the whole time the song is still carrying on in my head. I do it to my poor wife. I scare the crap out of her. So I'll like sing a song and I'll stop. She doesn't know what's carried on in my head, and then I randomly outburst like one line from it. And anyway, all the things you know. Yeah, that whole thing is doing my head in, Hacky. It's doing my head in. That's why I happily will stream without background music if it means I don't have to do all that paperwork at the minute. Because I had one tonight where I got the email to say they've reviewed it and they believe that their claim still stands. Well, I'm telling you it doesn't. But then you have to fill in a whole new load of paperwork if you want to appeal. You just can't be asked, right? And they know you can't be asked. So they think if they strike it enough, you won't bother challenging it, and then they get the revenue. Yeah. You know, you've been here, all you have been here long enough now to know if someone tries to like force my hand, there's two ways Joel deals with it. He either gets angry and runs head first at it, or he sticks a middle finger up and walks away from it. They're the two options. I don't do any half measures. Can't be asked for that. So it's like, you know, YouTube fake copyright strikes, TikTok's blackmailing. That's what it is. It's blackmailing when you read the messages. The notifications and everything. I'm either gonna punch you in the face or walk off. Right, fed the guts. No, we didn't feed the goats. Yeah, no, the goats already had food. Sheep, we fed the sheep. Sorry, I'm tired. So the pigs are done. Sheep, they're definitely not cows, Joel. Sheep are done. I guarantee when I get to bedtime, I'm not going to be tired. Going to go through this for 4 hours, and then I'm going to be lying there at 11:30 tonight, wide awake, aren't I? I love that we don't have to feed the cows all the while. We will. They're also good for straw, and we've only got one cow barn. That's nice, except for obviously the calves. And what have they got through? Oh, that's handy. So they didn't get through loads of water, so we ain't got to do that every month. And they haven't got through loads of food. So I'm pleased with that, because I didn't know how quick. I thought we might have to do the water with the calves every month, and that'd have done my head in. But we don't. We just give a bit of TMR to mummy and daddy, and that'll be sorted. Dog walked, although Joel's singing and tuneless whistling. Sometimes I hate YouTube Premium. What are you on about? Voice of a bloody angel, mate. Right. Let's... Timar. And anyway, all the things you know. That song's going to be locked in for the night now. There's no change in it. No change in it. Tell me why does it... how do I turn this on? There we go. Done. One of the calf hats has slurry. Yeah, no, it's because one of them, Dainsy, reaches the one that the cows have. So this one here, or that one there, reaches that. The other three don't. And I tried putting slurry and it didn't work. Yeah, don't ask me why. I can't be bothered trying to fix it. So long, you never have to explain, mate. You never have to explain. I hope you're well. I knew that was the issue, but thought they all had the issue. No, just for whatever reason, when I put a silo next to it, it did nothing. So I got rid of it, but typically one of them was picking up off the main enclosure, you know? No idea why. I don't know how to react to that, so long. I don't know how to react to that. All I was thinking, though, is that sounds like an awesome, like, country song title. Put my girl on the train to Schiphol. Like, that just wants you to want to pick up an acoustic guitar and write something. Yeah, it's definitely a song title. Christ, this TMR's loud. Let's turn him down a bit. Sorry for the yawning, guys. Sounds like a plan. Although I'm not sure what you're going to rhyme Schiphol with. No, it's Saxlingham we do on Sunday nights, mate. Achy Acres are now Tuesday and Friday, like that's always been. But the only difference is we're doing Saxlingham Sundays. That's the only difference. Yeah, it's brilliant. And it's only 10 minutes from my home, IRL. So I've got lots of fond memories of that part of the world. A few shit ones too. What are we looking like food-wise? They could take one more lot. I don't want to go mad. Oh, nice. It's weird when it works out like that, isn't it? Right, we'll do this. That's all we've really got to do to the cows this month, which is nice. No problems, Ryan. I hope it helps, mate. Shit situation and it. Yeah, I watch rugby, mate. Not as much as I used to these days with a kid and everything, but yeah, I love my rugby. Big Northampton Saints fan. Don't know what went on with the audio. That was a bit weird in the game. Just I forgot maybe something behind me. Is there someone behind me? No. Auditory hallucinations now, guys. Maybe I should have dropped it down to 1 cup a day. Used to living in Northampton. Nice. Yeah, I've been there a few times. Don't get to go as much as I'd like. Gabe, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, raiders. I hope you're all well. I hope you're well, guys. Welcome in. I'm really tired tonight, guys, so sorry if I got a lot of energy or I missed messages. I hope you had a good stream. I stupidly thought I was just going to stop consuming caffeine on Saturday because my health hasn't been great. Didn't consider the fact that I've been drinking like 3 to 6 cups of tea and coffee a day for my entire adult life, and now I feel terrible. But we'll get through it. Google says I got about 9 days to go, or 9 days in total. Now then it'll be all right. Welcome in, welcome in. Oh yeah, we used to I used to love watching Cobus Reinach live for Saints. That was an amazing experience, that. Why can't I shut these gates? I'm naive, Gabe. I gave it no thought. I gave it no thought that there would be a temporary downside to that. I'm so naive with that sort of stuff. I think it's like we had a big talk about it tonight on stream about how like there's certain things that like socially acceptable drugs, right? But they're ultimately drugs. They're stimulants, and you don't think about it because just everybody drinks tea and coffee. And I was like, and then you decide you're going to stop, and I just didn't think that that might have required some planning. So I had a crack. How I knew it is what it was. I stopped on. So I was unwell on Thursday and Friday, and I've got lots of stuff going on, like with my liver and my long-term health condition, and I've got high cholesterol because of my health condition. And I thought, I've got all this stuff going on. I don't need to be adding to it. So I stopped drinking alcohol a couple of months ago. And I just casually on Saturday said, right, I'll have 1 coffee and then that's it. I'm not normally I'll have like 2 or 3 cups of coffee in the morning, 3 cups of tea in the afternoon. And then obviously another one, a lot of tea when I'm streaming at night. And it just never crossed my mind that it'd be really shitty to go through that. Like, because I've never done it. I've always drunk tea and coffee, always. But yeah, yesterday at work, I had a migraine. I was explaining to these guys earlier. Sorry, I've made it about me. It should be about you. And I hope your stream was amazing. And everyone go follow Gabe if you haven't done already. Sorry. But for once, I've got a little bit of energy. You've woke me up a bit, Gabe, so thank you. But yesterday at work, I had a killer migraine, but it wasn't like my migraine. It wasn't my normal triggers. It didn't feel the same. It didn't put me in bed like my migraines do. It was like a functional migraine. It was still shit, but it was a functional migraine. And it was only when I was walking the dog last night, I was like, oh, Joel, you stop drinking tea and coffee. I recently decided I'd suddenly quit coffee. Similarly, I caved the third day because I couldn't take the pain. Oh, yeah, my head and eyes have been killing me. And I'm so tired. And I've got allergies at the minute. So the last 4 days, I've had to take my antihistamines. And they're non-drowsy ones, but they still make you drowsy, right? So I had to take an antihistamine as early as like 8:30 this morning. So all day I've been without tea, coffee, and on antihistamines, and I'm so like I don't know. I went for a 20-minute power nap earlier today, and I woke up like a zombie. I had no idea where I was. I was walking around the house, kind of like blurry-eyed, and I knew where I was, but I didn't really know what was going on. It was so weird, all from a 20-minute nap, right? Yeah. 12 days of headache. Bloody hell, Wiz. Jesus. But yeah, no, I'm stubborn. I'm a stubborn old bugger. I'll definitely carry on. It's just, we've been talking about this tonight. I don't do things very healthily when I don't taper at all. I'm just like, yeah, I'm done with you now, and I stop. Like, I've been like it with everything. I have migraine too, but I have meds that work well. So the best thing for my migraine, apart from avoiding the triggers so long, is medicine that lowers my blood pressure. That's the thing. If I miss my blood pressure medication, that's what triggers them. Alcohol was triggering them, which is why I've stopped drinking alcohol, because I had 2 horrible migraines over Christmas, and they were all the day after, like, Christmas parties. And my migraines make me vomit, like, horrendously, like, for a 12-hour period. They completely empty me. They're horrendous. They're the worst pain in the world. Like, bear in mind, I've lived with arthritis since I was a child. There is nothing more painful than my migraines. Nothing more painful. I would take, 4 joints flaring with arthritis over a migraine. It absolutely cripples me. But I know my triggers. Stress is a big one. Alcohol is one. Caffeine has done it as well. So if I go out and I get tired, so when I used to be in a band, I used to do lots of late nights and still try and hold down a job. I'd drink like Red Bull and stuff to get home from the drive. I'd like drive home from Liverpool. I'd go up to Liverpool, miss sound checks. I'd get there too late from work, do a gig, and then drive home. Get home at like 4 in the morning, sleep for 2 hours, and then get up for work. And I used to have to drink like energy drinks, and then that'd give me migraines. No shit, Joel. Excuse the ignorance, but does a migraine target your whole head or a specific point? So it's totally personal, Alan, and some people can experience a wide range. So I get 2 types of migraine. I get one behind a specific eye, and it literally feels like I've been stabbed in the eye, and it's horrible. And then I've got another one that weirdly starts with neck pain. The amount of times I'm thinking I'm having a flare in my neck, and I'm sitting there with an ice pack on, and I take my arthritis medication, pain medication, and then it goes from my neck almost forwards. So I have 2. The one that feels like you've been stabbed in the eye, and the one that's like a slow, horrible, horrible onset. But I've also stopped my codeine painkillers because they were leaving me with migraines. So everything I'm doing at the minute is because of migraines, pretty much. Because what would happen is I've been taking codeine-based medication since I was a kid. Works brilliantly for making me care less about my arthritis pain. But when you stop taking it after a run of a couple of days, it's really common to give you migraine, which obviously when you suffer from migraines already is horrible. So yeah, compared to where I was 3 months ago, guys, I now don't take my painkillers. I don't drink alcohol, and now I'm not hopefully going to be taking caffeine. I know it's a lot, and I probably should have staggered it, but that's just who I am. But that's just who I am. Right. Animals fed. Animals fed. We've got money for another field, you know. We get to that point in this save where unless we just expand, you start running out of things to spend your money on. Oh, have we got any, like, spraying? I don't think we have. No. 23. 150 grand. What's in it? Parsnips. Oh, I've got no interest in harvesting parsnips. You bloody hell, Walter. You want to bloody weed your field, don't you, man? Look at it. Are you growing parsnips or wildflowers here? Walter needs to pick his game up. That's shocking. That's shocking. Oh, it's gonna... I'm hoping, Cran, I'm over the worst of it. Like, yesterday, the headache was horrendous. See you later, Tony, mate. Sorry I missed out whilst I was yapping about myself. Sorry, mate. Hope you have a good week. Right, so now the idea is, do we do a little project until harvesting the corn? Because I think it's corn in September. No, corn in October and sugar beet in October as well. So we've got a couple of months where, apart from animal management, we're kind of free. Do we do a little project? Do we expand? Do we get rid of the allotment and do something with that? The headache means need more caffeine. Oh, yeah, mate, as somebody that's taken painkillers all my life on and off with a long-term health condition, I know exactly what that headache's trying to get me to do. And it won't win because I'm a stubborn old sod. It's exactly what codeine does. You take, if you have a flare or you end up in hospital or whatever and you're given codeine-based medication, and then you stop, you get a migraine, and that's because your body's trying to tell you, oh, I want more of that, and you have to say no. Otherwise, it's a very slippery slope. Very slippery slope. Right, what do we do? Do we want to do a project? Or do we want to try something new? Or... It's the first time in this save, guys, I've been at odds about what to do next. Normally, I've got such a long to-do list. Do you know what I mean? I've normally got such a long to-do list. I had an idea about squeezing some sheep in here the other day. I'm not doing horses. I don't need another animal to manage. Right. We could start working towards some constructibles like the museum, but it's the roof tile and stuff it needs that I'm never going to get round to. I think that's my big problem because I don't like doing production lines, right? Where is it? Roof plate needs cement, bags, bricks. Like, we could fill that up. We could go and spend some money on stones. And wood chip. Let's fill that up and get that going again. Just found a good tedder and windrower to make cars called Lizard SV 2500. I'll tell, yeah, I normally, if you want to share anything like that, mate, if you put it in the mod suggestion or FS mods bit in Discord, I always take a look at all the suggestions in there at some point when I get round to it. I tend to do them in bulk though. What FPS do I play on? No idea, George, mate. I just have it on maximum settings. Right. Okay. So, if we go back to the yard, we'll buy a trailer full of stuns. A trailer or two, anyway. That better be the dog I could hear. Did you hear that weird noise, or is that me? Christ. I'm sure I heard sniffing. I don't even know what I title this stream tonight. The hallucination stream. I swear I heard the dog sniffing around that tractor. Obviously not. Yeah, no worries, Shane, mate. I'll take a look at it at some point. Oh, it's tight. Do a little cheaty slide there. So what, I thought I was going to get around there a bit easier than that. Take care, hamster. I don't think I even said hello to you tonight, did I? Thanks for watching, mate. Yeah, that's exactly where I was going to go with that, Dave. But make sure you play the game with no mods first, and then see what your baseline is. All the stones. Does the path go that way yet? Do you remember when I used to struggle bringing Throatface up here with a trailer load? Oh, Fent don't have a problem, does he? Oh, excuse me yawning, guys. Has been a feature of tonight. Now I've got to try and unload this into this tiny hitbox. Massive trailer. Oh, this is deafening. I've got how loud this thing is. Ugh. Oh, is that all it's going to take? It's only the little factory, though, isn't it? Yeah. So what I might do is just leave that there and get some wood chip. Oh, I can't leave that there because that'll be in the way, right? We just pop this here and put some wood chip in a trailer as well and feed that with that because that needs it for one product at least. It needs both. There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road, that's where I'll always be. There's money in pigs, Ben. You're asking the wrong person. If you want a balanced opinion, you're asking the wrong person. Yes, they eat a lot. Oh, for goodness sake, Joel. Too tired for this. I need to do some bloody maintenance around this forestry area, don't I? It's just getting out of control. Oh, my eye is watering again. I'm not crying, by the way, guys. That's just allergies. Oh, Christ, I left my finger on the brake. Everything's going wrong. It's chaos in the woods. Oh, yeah, we sold most of our wood chip, didn't we? Got enough for half, well, most of a trailer load. Where am I trying to go? What are you trying to do, Joel? That tree wasn't there. That little tree hadn't grown last time I come through here. In my defence. Turn into a bloody jungle. Oh, Mr. Train. Lovely manoeuvre. Lovely manoeuvre. How did you get the game audio working with the audio mixer? Welcome in, by the way, Racing, mate. Freddie, that's a very broad question, though. You might want to tell me a bit more specifically about what you need or what the issue is. Welcome in, Stephen. It depends what audio mixer you got, what your setup is. I reckon they fixed that hitbox, you know, because I swear when we first had that, we had it in a different location. It used to be really hard to hit. Or maybe I just couldn't reverse. There is that, right? There is that. I have a Rodecaster Duo Shure SM7B and I have no game audio at all. Well, the mic won't have anything to do with it. If you're just on about you can't get game audio, mate, your mic and your XLR cable has nothing to do with it. That's just getting the input from your voice. So is your issue with that, or is your issue with game audio? Because if it's game audio, the mic and the XLR cable has nothing to do with it. Stephen, thank you for the 10 stream streak, mate. Appreciate you. Thank you for being part of the furniture here. Ignore this terrible bit of reversing. Don't know if I've mentioned it. No, it's not a cough. I'm tired. You know what I need? I need a unique mix of blend 13 Swiss Alpine. I've got this all wrong. Hang on. What is it? What is it? Where's the tagline? Here we go. A unique blend of 13 Swiss Alpine herbs. That'll sort me right out. That'll sort me right out. Bino, thank you for hanging out with us early this morning, mate. I hope you have a good day at work. Enjoy your Wednesday. Until tomorrow. Right, so we got that going. That's one little side project we hadn't done. So cement mixer's doing something. Something or nothing. Distributor, I think we're all good. We could put some manure in that, actually. Because that then sends it onto the farm production, don't forget. If it needs it. Yeah, let's do that. My big trailer's in use now. That's full of bloody stuns, but that's fine. Use the one I just disconnected. So I like going round in circles. No game audio. I'm using Rodecaster Duo and I have the input output set up correctly for everything. Every other game, but FS25 I have no game audio. Have you checked what it's doing in your if you're using Windows, you checked what it's doing in your audio mixer on the PC? Because Farming Simulator has a habit of jumping from the channel you set it to, as these guys here know. So I like having my music on one channel and my game on a different channel. What was I doing with this trailer? I'm so tired. What the hell was I doing with this trailer? Manure, that was it. Yeah, the amount of times the game will jump to a channel I didn't set it to. But that's software. It's not on the mixer. That's my PC that does that. I can't remember where I got the manure from this time. It was this. Oh god, not this again. Which gate do I go in for manure? It's the central one, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was. Because logically it'd be that one, but I think it's the central one. Oh, who knows? Let's open up both just in case. So let all the cows out. Go play on the road. Oh well. God, that all wrong. Got it all wrong again. Do you think I should go to bed? No, not that one. I think because the food and the straw go. Oh, the straw doesn't go in there, does it? I have to go through it. I seem to not be able to lock this into my memory, which one it is. It's got to be this one then. Ben says left. It would make sense as where the poo pile is, right? Why can't I reverse all of a sudden? Joel, what's going on? It's because I'm coming up this hill. I'm running up that hill. There we go. Well, that makes sense as that one, so I don't know why I keep doing it. I know, Ben. At some point, though, I've got it into my head that it's not obvious, and I don't know why. I think it was because of them calf sheds. You know how we had to put straw in them calf sheds? And that was a bit, like, non-common sense, sort of. And then somehow my brain is applying it to this building, which is totally different. Just now the small matter of shutting the gate, somehow. There we go. Right. Welcome in, Geordie, mate. How's it going? How'd they get on, mate? Obviously, I don't see any football when I'm on here. I heard that Tottenham were doing Tottenham things, but I haven't heard about anything else. Hell, you made good time. You must be quite close to the ground. I was going to say, how did you get home that quick? It's like, yeah, of course you were at the game. I hope you had a good night, mate. I appreciate you, Sandwich, mate. Thank you. And like I say, check your DMs. That's what we're here for, to be background noise. Christ, no one would listen to me intentionally for 4 hours. That'd do your skull in. For a start, I've come here to get manure and totally missed the point. But there we go. Someone come in early. I think it was Tony said they changed their keeper, but I thought that was like an injury. I didn't realise it was because they were shocking. Who was the keeper? Because that's career-ending confidence strike, isn't it? How do you come back from that, though, right? How do you come back from getting subbed off after 17 minutes as a goalkeeper? You'd have to have some seriously strong headspace, wouldn't you? So Ben and Stephen said he made 2 mistakes for the first 2 goals. Who was it, though? Which keeper? Was it their regular one, or were they trying something different? Imagine that, resting players in Europe because your league form is so shocking. Tell you what, though, they're bang in trouble. Anyone who thinks they're not are deluded. Because look where they finished last year. Look where they finished last year. That weren't a fluke, right? That was not a fluke. Kinski. So that weren't, what's his name? The other one. I don't even know what their regular starting line is up anymore, because who freaking knows, right? They're playing midfielders in defence and absolutely winging and a prayer in it. Only Sam Allardyce can save them now. We could probably get a bit more manure out of the piglets, actually. Don't hit the floodlight, Joel. Yeah, only Allardyce can save them now. Oh, I've hit the greenhouse. Jesus. In case you can't tell, guys, if you just turned up, I'm suffering tonight. I'm very tired. No, mate, just combination of not sleeping enough, antihistamines, and cutting out caffeine all at the same time. And I'm just a zombie at the minute. Vicario's regular keeper. Yeah, that's what I thought it would now begin with V, but I couldn't think how to pronounce it. All the people heading off, take care. I hope you have good weeks ahead. Thank you for tolerating me being half asleep and useless tonight, guys. I'm sorry I'm not firing on all cylinders. Hopefully by Friday I'm a bit more alert. But what better people to ride out caffeine withdrawal with? I knew that one, Ben. We got Geordie Lad in chat on Twitch who's just walking back from the game now. I really appreciate that, Salong. I really appreciate that, mate. I'm just tired. It's not like I'm ill, right? It's not like... Oh, where are you going now, Joel? This is what keeps happening. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. It's not like I'm ill. I've got a hip flare at the minute, which is doing my head in and making me a bit miserable. So it's a hard one to explain, right? If you haven't got like a long-term condition like arthritis. So the last 3 days I've got a flare in my hip, and it's painful, but the pain is manageable, right? It's doable. It's just a bit sore walking the dog and getting up and down stairs. It hurts a lot in the morning. I can deal with all that. The bit I can't deal with is not knowing when it's going to go or where it ends. Because if you like put yourself in my position when I was like a kid, you'd have a flare, and if it wasn't managed well, or I wasn't on the sort of good medication I'm on now, that could turn in quite quickly into you being in a wheelchair or in a hospital bed. So psychologically, it always plays on my mind, because it's like, where does it end? Where does it end? Is tomorrow worse? Is tomorrow better? So it isn't the pain that runs me down. It's the constant worrying of, am I going to be able to do that thing with my family at the weekend? Am I going to be able to cut the grass? What if I'm not better in time for taking my son to Paris? How am I going to navigate travelling? You know, all that stuff goes through your head. all because the nature of the condition, you don't know where it ends. So I'm not ill apart from a flare. I just got a lot going on in terms of stuff on my mind, and then that's at the same time as getting rid of caffeine, which needs to be done. I'll feel better for it in the long run, but my word, does it suck right now. Vicario came on, so he wasn't injured. I don't know what they're just making it up there, aren't they, Ben? They're just absolutely making it up. I know, like, the Spurs fans are never happy, but you're telling me you wouldn't have had more of a chance keeping someone like Franklin, who's like, he's shown how good he is, right? With very limited resources. He didn't need to prove anything to anyone, even less Spurs fans. But they're never happy. They always think they can get something better. A bit like West Ham, when West Ham fans kept getting rid of David Moyes, and you're like, you're bloody idiots, because from the outside, with no passion attached to it, with no emotion, like, you're onto a good thing with David Moyes. You're mad to get rid of him. Like, both times he improved the club. But sometimes fans, when they're in the inside, they can't see the logic, can they, that we can all see. But I think getting rid of Thomas Frank was mad. I know there was something very wrong there with some of the public stuff coming out from the club. Players posts and stuff and that. But that's a club culture issue. That isn't a tactical issue. Are you a West Ham fan, are you, Will? It's nice to hear someone think that, because from the outside it looks mad. Look at what he's doing at Everton with nothing, right? With peanuts. With absolute peanuts at Everton. Well, I feel like most of my teenage and young adult life was him doing work and wonders. Like how he kept Everton in the Premier League with just developing players, right? They are, Ben, yeah. At this rate, they could get relegated whilst being retaining or current Europa League holders. That's mad, isn't it? Give it another 3 years, and that'll be Chelsea. You mark my words. Come back here in 3 years' time. None of you are going to be still listening to me doing this crap in 3 years, but anyway. And the way that they're running that like an investment, it's not sustainable. People will take money out of it, and at some point, they'll dump and run. Right. Manure done. I don't think we've got a lot of slurry kicking about. Don't think we've got a lot of slurry kicking about. Oh Christ, there's 100,000 litres in that new cow barn. I didn't realise how much that held. So yeah, we've got tons of slurry. Oh Christ, yep. Right, slurry clear out then. We get the lorry for that. You're a United supporter. Well, the thing is, Ben, that always used to crack me up, right? Because I used to listen to that BBC podcast about the how to buy a football club or whatever it was. And the United fans on there were freaking deluded, right? Because if you're a cycling fan like I am, you will know full well that Jim Radcliffe was going to destroy the club. Like, he took Team Sky, one of the most successful cycling teams ever, and within 2 years with Team Ineos had destroyed it. Like, absolutely just ripped the guts out of it. And at Nice he had as well. That, but you had Man United fans talking about how this multi-billionaire was coming in and was going to turn him into a super club. Like, shut up, was he? He was never going to do that. He was going to rinse it. sack and dinner ladies just to take a few extra quid out of the accounts. Absolutely deluded. But what he'd done to cycling should have been bloody illegal. To take a team that good and absolutely ruin it. But funny enough, BBC and that, no one actually reported on that bit. They just talked about how wonderful it was that this man with bags of cash was coming in. He was never going to spend it. He just wants to redevelop Old Trafford as a business opportunity. And want the government to pay for it. That's the bit that sucks. Want the taxpayer to pay for it. Like, how's it going to benefit me? Sorry, I said we wouldn't do politics on here. It's getting very close to politics. On the plus side, it woke me up. Look at me big rigging it with a bloody slurry tanker. Weren't that long ago, I was like, I don't do lorries. It's a needs must kind of thing. I'm not a fan of lorries still. But if that's the only way I can transport slurry en masse, then that's what we do. It's going to be 3 runs just to empty this enclosure. That wasn't meant to be a pun. Let alone the cows. But we try to be sustainable. It all goes into distributor, gets sent around our farm production and greenhouses. An allotment for as long as we've got the allotment. It's on his final days, I think. No, you need a truck and hat. Absolutely not. I do own lots of truck and hats, but that's for real life. That's the same on Twitch, mate. Everyone's very chill at the minute. Ben has asked on YouTube as everyone fell asleep. That is what our community is about, though. The second half of the streams always are pretty chill. It used to worry me, but now I don't. Now I take it as people must be enjoying it if they got us on in the background and we've still got the same amount of people watching. It can't be a bad thing. Thank you, Dave Bot. Shout out to all the lurkers. That's what we like to see, guys. So Will is harvesting, Hacky is playing the game. That's what it's all about. That's why I started all this. I've said it many times, but yeah, I was watching Football Manager streamers about 5 years ago whilst I played Football Manager. And it helped me deal with my pain and my anxiety and the other stuff that was going on in my life. But it also was very lonely, right? Because I weren't like interacting. I just had it on to try and fill a bit of company. But the way I see it is like, if we can create that community for people that enjoy this game, there'd be no pressure to talk, but if you want to talk, we're here for it. Maybe make you smile along the way, then that's awesome. Glad you're with us, Tom. So long, thank you so much for the resub, mate. Thank you for all the good things here. Well, thank you for being a part of it, mate. 7 months already. Some of you guys, right, in my head, because obviously the farm sim thing was only the last year. and I streamed for quite a while before that. So I find myself in my head thinking to some of you guys, like, oh, you've only been here a couple of months. And I see you like tonight, Gareth has resubbed for 9 months, so long 7 months. It's mad how quick time has gone. This will be the last load from here because there's about 90,000 in it. Oh Christ, there goes the guttering. Don't worry about cleaning them gutters out, I just destroyed them. Shattered them everywhere. Me too, Hacky. That's why I have to constantly apologise if I stop talking when I'm doing builds in the game. It's been a relaxed one tonight, though. It's been very chill, so I wouldn't expect chat to be anything else. Because for the last 2 hours, I've been surviving. Trying to stay awake. Could you imagine doing like a 24-hour stream with Farm Sim? That'd be the ultimate test of bloody endurance, wouldn't it? Because it is so chill. Low pace. You're not getting shot at. You're not like, you know what I mean? Like you might in other games or whatever. You're not competing with anyone. Imagine trying to do a 24-hour stream with this. I'd be asleep after 12. Right, cows now, because that's going to be enough of the pigs. Wrong way, Joel, wrong way. Keep changing your farmyard so much, you forgot the layout. Yeah, I love that, Ben. Oh. I got right before I went live tonight, I discovered I might have a leaky radiator I've got to deal with. A radiator in my downstairs bathroom. You couldn't really see it because there was stuff in front of it. And I noticed some paint on the floor, and I was like, why is there paint on the floor? And the bottom is all like rusty, and it's obviously been damp, but I can't work out if it's damp because it's been leaking from the valve, because it looks like there's some gunk on there. If it's damp because that's where we've been temporarily using it as a hand towel holder because my son might have pulled the other one off the wall. Or if it is like it's been damp in the past and now it's okay. So I thought, for frig's sakes, I'm going to gloss it at the weekend as a bit of a see if it seals it, see if it comes back. If the paint bubbles off again, then I can assume the bottom of the radiator is leaking, right? But oh, it's just an extra stress I didn't need with everything that's gone on the last couple of months. Plus, I hate decorating with a passion. That's the only thing I could think to do is like move everything away from it, give it a bit of a rub down, gloss it, and see what happens. I couldn't think of any other way to really test it. Collecting bales as we speak. Love that. Yeah, it could be. It doesn't get that damp in there because it's a downstairs bathroom. It's not like a shower or bath, you know, anything like that in there. But yeah, my son pulled a. You know how kids wipe their hands by dragging their hands down towels. So he pulled off the hand towel months ago. So I've just been like, I've polyfilled the hole he created and all that, but never rubbed it down and never put a new because I'm terrible at DIY, always have been. I just have no confidence in what I'm doing. But I never rubbed it down and put a new handrail up. So I've always said to him, just put the towel over the radiator. But we used to have the dog's toys like in a box in front of the radiator, and I wonder if we've knocked it. I can't imagine a plastic box would have done that much damage to a radiator. I just can't. But it's all flaking off at the bottom, so it must be damp somewhere along the line. That's just, I don't know if it's historic. Because you know when you get the gunk at the top of the valves, you can see, okay, stuff's leaking a little bit. Like you get it in your hot water tank, if you ever look at that, where it lets the air out. What's that? I don't know what that valve's called at the top of your hot water tank, but you'll get a bit of sludge come out of there, right? And it's nothing to worry about because it's such tiny amounts of water. So it could be that it's just been doing it for like the last 10 years we've been in the house. And I'll never really notice because there's always stuff in front of it. And a quick paint up and that'll be good as gold, right? But I am slightly worried that I'll paint it up and that'll carry on, and then I know, great, I've got a radiator replaced. There's only one of them little tiny ones you get in downstairs bathrooms. But yeah, all along the bottom that's rusted and the paint's dropped off. Always bloody something. But I'm no plumber or anything. I hate water. I'm confident. I'm comfortable with electrics. I'm not comfortable with water. Like I have a massive fear of flooding the house or not knowing how to turn off the water. So yeah. I ain't gonna check the valves and try and tighten them in case I bugger it up and make it worse. Finally afforded the big field 8 on Saxingham. So I've been dividing it up and planting some crops, ensure good timber. I love it. You finally can get the big field, Ian, and the first thing you do is carve it up. Oh, yeah, water just terrifies me. I've got a massive phobia of it. When I used to do fish keeping and have big fish tanks, it used to keep me up at night thinking, what if the glass just fell out? You know what I mean? Oh, but the thought of, like, flooding my house, it's a horrible. I've always had this weird association with it. I'm not, like, scared of swimming or water or anything like that. I'm scared of flooding my house. But I'm hoping that's just been something that's been damp over time. And I haven't noticed rather than something sudden. I nearly flooded my whole house once, tried to fix a drip and overflow. See, it's exactly that sort of thing, right? See, if I see, like, my top of my radiator valve is leaking slightly, I wait until I'm getting my boiler serviced or something like that and then ask my mate to have a quick look for me. Because that stuff that's my worst nightmare. Always has been my worst nightmare. That's like we got a leak. You know when you on your hot water system, when you do the valves to try and to put the pressure back up in it, so when the pressure drops over time and you open one valve and then you close the net, etc. My wife does it, I don't do it. That we noticed when we went to do that last time a couple of weeks ago, there was a leak. So I mentioned to when the heating engineer was here looking at my boiler, and he said, yeah, you have to drain your whole tank for me to dress it. So he said, unless you need to put your pressure up, just leave it. And I thought, damn right, I'm freaking leaving it. I can just sit there. I ain't touching it. He said that'd have to be a whole hot water tank empty and a whole, like, system drain for the pressure and then redo it. Like, yeah, not getting involved in that. Followed a YouTube how-to and created a river in my garden. Stopped at 1 inch from going over the tank in the attic. Bloody hell, man. Yeah, absolutely not, Ian. But I'll happily, like, follow a video to, like, replace the water pump on the tumble dryer or stuff like that. I've got no issues with electrics. Got no issues with electrics. I'm comfortable with that. but not water. I smashed my dad's fish tank when I was like 7 years old. Ouch. Thing is, I think with me, and I don't know if this is such a thing, right? But I feel like I'm stuck in permanent like survival mode since all the stuff that happened at the back end of last year. Like if you weren't here for it, my son had an accident, lost a tooth, and we had boiler problems. We had the dog was in and out of the vet, so it cost thousands. Car accident. It's just everything went wrong, right? Like literally everything went wrong. And I feel now I'm in that constant state. So when I see a rusty radiator with some flake and paint, most people would say, "Oh, it's got a bit damp at some point. I better give it a paint up." Me, all I'm thinking of is we've got a leak. We're gonna need a new radiator. We're gonna have to get a plumber. Do you know what I mean? It's just like boom, 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 boom. Like it's my word. It's Do you know what I mean? Does anyone ever else had that where you get stuck in like high alert, like survival state? Because that's kind of what I feel like I'm in at the minute. That everything I find out about is the worst thing that's going to happen. Like, I can't just think, oh, all right, we'll get that sorted. It's like, it's going to be like the worst scenario. And obviously, the state of the world at the minute probably doesn't help with that. Right, we can put this tanker back. I wonder if we can fit the tanker in our trailer shed now. I've packed them a bit tighter. I've still got that big old power tube to come in here, but what if we leave that gap for the power tube? Try and put this on the end. I might be asking a lot. I'm scared of water. No, you bloody aren't, Ryan. You aren't working on tugboats and being scared of water, surely. You're winding me up. It's like a pilot being scared of heights, isn't it? Oh, for Christ's sake, Joel. Right, let's redo this. Let's redo this. I know what you mean. Cheers, Hacky. It's nice to know interest. It's like, I feel like, I don't know. So say the dog comes home and he's limping. Most people would be like, oh, he's got a thorn in his pad. Or he stood on a thistle. Not me. He's got to have his leg amputated. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know why. It's like, I'm in that mindset, but it's horrible. It's horrible. You can't switch off. You can't relax. You can't enjoy anything. You're thinking that everything that happens is going to be like the last pound in your bank account gone. Do you know what I mean? It's mad. It's not healthy. I get like that, mate. Full catastrophize. Yeah, I spoke to someone about it once, and they kind of talked about like hypothetical worries and actual worries. So like where you have to try and like talk yourself out of like, well, what is the stuff you actually need to worry about? You know, what's happened? What's a certainty? What are the things you've got to deal with? And what are the stuff that might never happen, right? And yeah, it's hard. Because like when I walk the dog now after him getting attacked that time, every time a dog barks at him, and they all seem to bark at him, I'm thinking, oh, what if I drop the lead? What if it comes across the road? Da, 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 da. And like trying to then talk yourself out of that, well, that hasn't happened, Joel. So worry about it when it does. It's really hard. It's really hard. Oh, well, that's understandable, Ryan, mate. If you had a bad experience before. That's totally understandable. Oh, cocked it up again. I don't know why I find these tankers so hard. They're a lot more twitchy. Normally, the bigger the trailer, the easier it is, but that doesn't seem to apply with this tanker. Oh, well, it's not very pretty, but it'll do. It's not pretty, but it'll do. Thank you so long, mate. I'm going to be wrapping up in a minute anyway. Well, yeah, I had a scenario happen recently, Ian, which I'm not going to talk about on stream because, yeah, it's just some things just not worth having out there recorded. But, you know, that same thing where, like, telling yourself, that's right, that dog us off the lead, that definitely isn't going to cause you any problems. That's definitely not going to attack your dog. And then you can imagine what happened, right? And then I end up getting into a disagreement because I'm defending my dog. End up saying things I wish I didn't because I was in a massive state of fear and like ready to windmill whatever I had to get out of it. And that's like, do you know what I mean? So it's all well and good telling yourself, okay, it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. But sometimes the stuff does happen. And then you get confirmation bias and everything, right? Your brain is like, I remember that one time you told yourself not to worry about it and it happened. So now you have to worry about everything. And it's a proper sickness if you don't get on top of it. It really is. It really is. Can you tell I've had lots of therapy about that stuff in that I can explain it perfectly. I just can't stop myself doing it. And now, like, stuff where I used to be really casual with Dylan, I now worry about. So, obviously, never used to worry about him falling on the playground or climbing on the playground when it was wet or anything like that. But after that, such innocuous, you know, falling off his scooter and losing his first big adult tooth, I'll never, like, forgive myself. It wasn't even my fault, right? But you never forgive yourself for it. And then your brain holds on to that. So then when I used to worry about, like, when he used to be jumping around the sofa or rocking the chair up the dining room table, stuff that never used to worry me. And it's now like, oh, well, he could fall off and do that again. You know what I mean? It's mad. It makes us great at planning and project manager. I just probably want to spend most of my life in a spreadsheet, Ian. You're right. You're right. So hang on, Ryan. I'm sure that was a terrible experience. So I'm not trying to make light of it. But you work on boats and you can't swim. Have I read that right, Ryan? You're a tugboat man and you can't swim. I'm not trying to like call you out here or anything. I'm just genuinely like making sure I got that right. Because I feel like if that's the case, you need to prioritize addressing that skill or lack thereof. Oh, we sound similar, Ian. Was it you that went to Less Than Jake as well? Or have I remembered that wrong? I might have remembered that wrong because, like I say, my brain, I'm not trusting anything I say today or remember because I'm knackered. So, Ryan, you work on tugboats and you can't swim, mate. You need to address that, don't you? Like, I'm sure you don't need any tough love from me, but I'll come to the marina with you. I'll come to the marina with you and give you, like, motivation. Shape, kick or something. Man, that must have been terrifying. Yeah, we'd get on, Ian, I think. We've got a lot in common, mate. That's probably an insult to you, but... Oh, word. Welcome in, Blood Empire. Hope you're good, mate. I know you wear a life jacket, Ryan, but you work on boats for a living. That's like... That's like me saying I can't ride a motorbike. I'm a MotoGP rider, but don't worry because I wear a helmet. Let's fix that, Ryan. We can fix it together. If I can get over phobia, so can you. We're gonna start a Ryan Learn to Swim program. Man, Ryan, I can't how terrifying that must have been falling off a boat when you can't swim. Life jacket or no, right? Life jacket or no. Look at these mad idiots. So worried about how many tractors and things I've left running because I couldn't hear the game audio until now, sorry. Like that sugar beet harvester running, that's mad, isn't it? That's mad. Right, guys, I think we're probably going to wrap it up there. It's felt like a long ass 4 hours. I'm sorry if it hasn't been as fun as it normally is. I'm sorry I've forgotten lots or got things mixed up or crashed or don't know where I was heading for a particular job in the game. I tried my best. I tried my best. That is the UK one, mate. Yeah, the UK indoor sheep barn. But yeah, like I say, it'll get better. It's just you caught me at a time when I'm having to take antihistamines for allergies and coming off my caffeine and all that jazz. But thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Sorry if it was a low-key one. I appreciate you all. Ryan, yeah, thanks for sharing that, mate. Like I said, I weren't taking the mic. I was just a bit shocked that you'd do that for a job and not be able to swim. But like I say, if you want to talk about it more, you know where I am. And I hope you find your bike, mate. Guys in Discord, if you're local to me, check out in Discord that Ryan shared their bike was stolen. If anything we can do to help with that, that'd be awesome. Guys, until next time, I'll be back on Friday night, where we'll be back here on Achy Acres and probably without music. Now, I've kind of got used to the silence. I'm not going to lie. We talk about being a chill community. What more chill can you get than just having the animal noises and everything, right? Until then, guys, take care. Thanks for your patience with me tonight. Really do appreciate it. And I feel better for doing it now because I must admit there was part of me that thought I didn't want to do it half-assed, so I weren't going to do it at all. But it, yeah, end up having fun tonight, guys. And typically, right when I got to go to bed, I've started to wake up. Isn't that always the way? Until next time, guys, take care. Speak to you. Bye-bye.